Welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole with Chibi Rabbit, and I'm not Chibi Rabbit, but I am Cup Dog, aka the Brad Dog, and we're here with Ken and Jack. So I was told I had to lead today's episode because
why were you told?
Well, I was about to get to that.
Sure.
I was leading into the subject for today's episode. And then I was rudely interrupted. Cup Dog don't take
no shit.
No shenanigans. So me probably being the least anime person here, I was recommended an anime by a friend of mine probably 2 years ago. And he was like, it's a short, goofy, fun anime. So I was like, cool. Check it out. It's on Hulu. It's called Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. It was a light novel or a graphic novel and a manga. Then they made an anime for it. The second season just came out. But I think I've now watched it. I've now watched the first season 3 times, which the third time being for preparation of this podcast. But I just enjoy it. People look at me like I'm crazy because I say, hey, I like this anime about a girl who likes to take damage. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's because you're a man who's like 6'4".
That's okay. And
right when they meet you, they're like, what? Like, what?
Just because I have a beard and I weigh 230 pounds and I drink the dark beer, don't mean I can't enjoy some girly anime.
I don't know if Bofuri classifies as like a girly anime.
Oh, it's I
would not classify it as that.
So it to me it's more of a parody, right? It's a parody of other serious game. I don't know the genre. Tell me the genre. The gaming animes.
I know I think they're like isekais, right?
Yeah.
Little MMOs and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I feel like it's more of a parody of those, right? It's just so the premise is this girl gets talked into playing a video game from her professional video game friend, and she's never played these games before. So when she starts the game, she doesn't want to get damaged, so she basically just maxes out her defense. She puts every point that she has into defense, and then she takes a great shield as her primary weapon. And basically every episode it just cascades into her being the most OP character that anyone can ever imagine. Like it scales unimaginably every episode. Like I think by the end of so when she starts the game, she puts 100 points into vitality, which is her defense. I think by the end of the first episode, she had like 824 vitality points.
Something stupid.
Yeah. And that's just the first episode. There's 9 more episodes to, snowball into her being literally like worse than the final boss.
I think what's great is that how it's like casually just falling into stuff, right? She like gets attacked by the bunny monster, and she's like, hit me harder.
And she's like, I did not. And she's like, it tickles.
Yeah, until it fucking dies. And I was like, oh my God. And then she like falls asleep and gets attacked by fucking bees and shit like that. And all these other monsters.
Was so funny.
Yeah. I was like,
what ability did she get? It's like when you're attacked, you like.
I know like the first one she got was like the reduce poison, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I think the other one, God, I forget what it was.
Because it was like when she was sleeping, and then she got a notification. She's like, "Oh, what is this? When I'm in battle?" And she's like, "How am I in battle?"
Yeah, it's like meditate or something. So it's
it's meditate.
Yeah, when she's taking damage, she recovers like up to 10% damage per.
Yeah, while she's in battle.
Second or something like that. Something stupid.
I think. So the first episode was the one where she actually gained the armor, right? Where she ate the dragon.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah. Dude, that shit was so weird, bro.
So I was
munching on that guy.
When Brad told me about this, I was like, she didn't really eat the fucking Hydra. And then I'm watching, I'm like, oh my god! I was texting Brad. I was like, oh my god, she ate the fucking Hydra.
I was like, what in the fucking anime did they make me watch?
She's
I was like, what the
she's
fuck
like, I
kind of
have
kink
no
is
weapons. Well, let's see if this works. And bites.
this? And she
takes
goes,
a
"Ank." It's like the
Yeah.
little fang. She went, "Ank."
proceeds
Chewing
to
that
eat
shit
the
up.
fucking thing. And gets
But then-
What the fuck is this? I was like, that really works.
she became
So
immune to
then-
poison and paralysis.
It
and
was
then-
insane. Like literally, just kept taking.
And then got
poison
like
damage.
probably
I
the
was like,
coolest
okay.
looking armor, right? I think
Oh,
in the
yeah.
entire
Yeah.
show. That armor's sick.
Yeah.
And
It
then she
was
gained
sick.
that shield and had the ability to devour, which is just, the most broken fucking ability where she just like says devour and it kills the enemy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
how many does she have? Like 10 times to use it per day? She said.
Well, no, the first time it was unlimited, and then the
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
so during the first event, when they did the first
with
in-game
everybody.
event, she literally just like walked around like running into people, and they just like evaporate. They just like just explode.
that
She
was
literally fucking just. Ding.
that was such a fucking funny scene too, because she like wanders into the event, she didn't even know what was happening, and she like looks around, and people are like, "Now we'll get her," and she's like, "Hey." It's fucking die. I was like, Jesus, dude. I was like, Brett, what the fuck? And why is she so strong?
That one dude does the monologue and like goes to stab her, and it's just like pink, and then he's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, that was funny.
He immediately fucking dies. I was like, oh my god, dude. By the way,
And then she does the
the animation though is so fucking hard in that anime. I am
It's
shook.
really good.
I was really expecting like something like really cute and kind of, sometimes you'll have like a really cool scenes animated, but no, every fight scene is really well done. Like the Hydra scene, the fucking the event, and then also when Sally shows up and like goes into her first like quest, goes underwater and fights like this fucking crazy Leviathan monster. I was like, this is like a small MMO anime, and this is like the hardest shit I've ever seen. I just love how I love how the admins are just like, do we nerf her? Like, what do we do with her? She's just
Right.
she keeps breaking the game.
yeah.
Well, she ultimately just becomes the final boss in the game.
Dude, she was the
Yeah.
I love how they hyped up like every like other guild. They were and they hyped up Pain, right? They're like, there's this guy, he's like the holy shield, the holy sword.
Yeah.
He's level 60 already, and I'm like, oh, he might be a fight, And it
She's
was
like, I'm only level 30.
yeah. I mean, it was kind of a fight, and then she turned into atrocity, and I was like, oh my
True,
god,
that thing.
Yeah, and so I will say atrocity, like especially at the very end where they do the clone, like the shadow clone with
What
the
the-
atrocity,
Oh,
and
What the
yeah.
basically
fuck,
just
dude?
eliminate everything. But I still think the machine god.
That was the most random thing, by the
fight.
way.
Yeah, the fight with
Willow,
was it Mercy?
yeah, what level
or
was that?
whatever.
Was that 4? Like when she
Yeah,
got the machine.
yeah, the steampunk world. But when she had the fight with whatever her name was, I'm blanking on it now.
Me.
The leader,
I think-
me.
The fire one?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
flamethrower, I
with
think
the-
so.
Me. Yeah, me.
Yeah, she does the self destruct. She's like, if I can't defeat you, I'll take you with me. And then
It didn't even.
and then she was just like, I thought that was going to do something.
Right.
I love. It's the most broken fucking thing I've ever seen. Seriously. And like it's funny because in comparison to like Sword Art Online, which took itself way too seriously sometimes, and if you ever watch it,
Yeah.
you'll know what I'm talking about. But like Bofuri is probably, it's lighthearted, it's really funny, and she's like, everything she does is adorable and like intensely scary.
Yeah.
Like when they were in the cave, when they're in that scene, right, where they're like gathering the pearls and stuff like that. I think Sally goes out and murders like an entire group of fucking
Oh my
people.
god, yeah, and she's just
Yeah.
with the two, like the turtle and the little fox, like, and they're just like, she's like training them,
And then
just casually.
and then like so Sally comes back into the cave. She's like, look what I have. She pulls out the medals and stuff. And then I can't remember her name. It was like the samurai, like Kasumi or something like that, right?
Kasumi, yeah,
yeah.
Kasumi.
She shows up too, and they're like, well, we might get caught because we're in this cave. We might be like prey. She's like, don't worry about it. Fucking
just poison mist.
poison mist. And they're like, there's gotta be like secret loot back there, dude. We would
Yeah, like,
die
imagine the
walking in the cave.
I was just like, little do they know it's 3 gremlins.
Yeah,
Right.
and then she takes the medallions, the rewards, and go from the second event
Oh
and
my
goes,
god.
"Yeah, I'm gonna take this ability." And I was like, was it metamorphosis? No. It was
It was like telekinesis.
telekinesis. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
she,
flying turtle.
and she makes Syrup grow the
Yeah.
turtle, and then she said, "Like, dude, who fucking? Why would you
Dude,
think of
can we
that?"
talk about the turtle's name is Syrup? I also really like that.
Yeah.
Maple
I
and
love
Syrup.
the fact,
But
dude,
yeah,
Syrup's ability to fucking like shoot a laser cannon, have a spirit gun,
Oh,
is
yeah.
so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's so broken.
I love Syrup. He's so cute.
Like
No, but yeah,
the entire
the-
group of Maple's guild is so fucking broken because you have one character who obviously full defense, one character full agility, then you have two characters, the twins, who are full
fucking
strength,
full offense.
who can
yeah.
fucking like dual wield great hammers, which is
Oh my god, with the fucking one hand each. It was insane.
They were
I was like, are you shitting me?
they were with Maple for one episode, and they gained the ability
Level 20.
they gained the ability to dual wield two-handed weapons and
they got the
some other ability. And I don't
No,
remember
it
what
was
it was.
like 2 times strength.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
'cause,
double. Yeah,
they, like
Max
doubled their strength. I was
strength.
like, oh my god.
It's
And
like,
then
what the fuck?
they have a great shield user who fucking has like this like that really cool ghoul armor, which is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
King of the Dead
King
or
of the
whatever.
Dead, that's
Yeah,
such a
something
fucking
like
cool
that.
thing. And then you have, probably the best blacksmith, and then you have
No, for sure.
and then the magician who just like pulls up shit from out of nowhere and those little cubes he has. I was
Little
like,
Rubik
dude,
cubes.
your entire group is fucking broken. Plus, you have two familiars who are really,
Oh
really
my
fucking
god,
OP.
and they're so cute.
Mhm.
And I love the fact that they're like near the end of the season, and we'll probably recap more, but like the admins are like, dude, let's see what fucking Maple's up to right now. And she takes that little puffy ability where she like with the sheep
Woolly.
Oh my god.
and they're knocking her around and like,
I was gonna say that was like my favorite thing are the admins. Like the first time they were just like, "Fuck, Maple's at it again."
Yeah,
they were like, "She can't win, dude." They were like, "She's gonna come up with some convoluted skills." They're like, "What skills can she get?"
because I was telling Brad, I was like, dude, every boss they fight in this game is like a Dark Souls boss. Every single
yeah.
one. Like when they first fight the one with the great moose or whatever the
Deer?
fuck it was, the deer.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was like,
that big
holy
ass thing.
shit, that was
Yeah.
amazing. And then like Maple, like when she goes to fight, like get Atrocity, I was like, who the fuck is this random boss? Like, and then she turns into the woolly ability. It's like, you can't hurt me. I was like,
That shit was so funny.
what the fuck?
I was like, that is like the most random thing ever was the wool ability.
Yeah.
And then when she like put poison on it, and the customer was like, I can't touch you. And she's like, how can I get out?
Okay, I need you to trim me. She's like, look, free wool.
Trim me.
It's like, dude. What?
Like, thanks, but
But that machine god ability, dude, I remember like it was so they were like walking around level 4, and everyone's like, they're doing their side missions and stuff. And she's like, "What's this?" And she randomly touches it, major fucking boss encounter, and ends up absorbing it and becomes the most OP fucking mech. So now you took a character whose like defensive stats are ridiculous or astronomically
outrageous,
powerful,
yeah.
and then you gave her a mech. And she can't
Right.
be touched. And the flame, what I think they're called the Flame Emperor's Guild.
Yeah.
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 And they were just like, this doesn't seem fair. And they're just getting
Like, you're
fucking-
not wrong.
And me is so powerful too, but they're wasting MP, right? They're like throwing like fucking things to like regenerate it, and they're just like, she's gotta be getting tired. No, not at all.
No.
Because she has that angelic ability when she first starts.
Yep.
That is just pure protection.
Yeah,
Please, everyone in
the
there, yeah.
loving
Yeah,
sacrifice.
the loving sacrifice.
Yeah, the love and sacrifice.
Which
Which,
was-
is so funny how she got that.
That's so
Like,
stupid.
she was like, oh my god, another chain quest.
Oh, the chain quest is so funny because she like broke the quest already because she had
Yeah.
the ring from the bee that she killed.
Also, the flying turtle.
I
Not forget
Yeah,
that.
she was like, why is this dialogue so weird?
Yeah.
she's like, oh yeah, we
It was
probably
supposed
should
to
be
be
walking
hard.
through the forest right now.
that's right. Which does happen, I think, in some MMOs, right? Like I think if you have like a certain like animals or creatures you can ride or a mount, like, you can kind of like skip certain things. I remember doing that in Final Fantasy 14 and being like, oh, why are they acting like I just got through this great battle? I just walked here. Like, guys, what are you talking about? But so she gets that ability, and then like Atrocity is like the coolest looking thing. And I love how her entire team is like, yeah, that's normal. That's just Maple. Like, Who gives a shit, right?
Another Maple.
Of
Day.
course you're gonna break it. Like, why wouldn't you?
Right.
Yeah, I love the first time that she showed it for them because they go to the level. It's level 3 boss, I think, or level 4 boss.
Yeah.
It was some boss, and they were like, she was like, "Watch this! I learned this." Just like, and just like mounts the boss and just starts like eating it.
That was that was the moment you knew that like Maple was the final boss. Like
Yeah.
right there.
I mean, someone even made a premonition. They were saying like, I forget who it was. It was in an earlier episode, but they're essentially saying like Maple is essentially the final boss.
I mean, yeah, she's completely broken.
Yeah.
And then it was all like stuff that's found in the game too. So I think it was fair, but when they
Yeah.
gave her like unlimited devour, like no way anyone's gonna win against that. And I love the fact that she takes on like the holy sword. They're doing like Pain does a bit of damage to her. She's like, "Here's my trump card," and she fucking does the atrocity. And everyone's like, "What the fuck is that?" And Pain's just like, "Well, I lost." And the rest of the team just gets stomped.
Yeah.
I will say, I do appreciate Pain being like the one person on their team being like everyone's complaining. They're like, "There's no way." They're like, "She has to be cheating," and he's like, "No. It's just something I've got to figure out how to defeat." Right? He's like, "I'm going to defeat her one day."
I mean, yeah. I mean, no, it's not gonna happen. But it's just really funny watching how like I still love the fact that when she got into the last battle and they were helping everyone out, and she dives right in front of me, and me looks fucking terrified, and she shoots that laser beam around everybody.
Oh yeah.
And then jumps away, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I almost like went too far." I was like, "Dude, you're like, what gave it away? You being this fucking Godzilla kaiju monster, destroying the countryside." I just also like how everyone has just kind of accepted it at this point. They're like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like in the second season, I think my favorite thing is that she got sick, and she had to get to level 5, and she's fighting like she fought the wrong monster. Or the wrong boss. It was the stupidest shit. She was like, "Wait, you're not the boss? What did I just waste time beating you for?" And then like I think Flame Emperor and they all come up like, "Hey, what are you doing here, Maple?" Like, I don't know where I haven't fought the boss yet. I'm like, "Oh yeah, we brought a new team in," and they're like waving people over. And she's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." And then she like uses fucking syrup and her, and just like they're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" They went from like being super enthusiastic to like, "Oh, we don't stand a chance." Like, what is this? That's free levels, baby. I still can't believe Brad really liked this anime. I just would have never guessed this would have been something that he would recommend.
You know what? I have the opposite reaction. I watched this and I was like, I understand why Brad likes it.
No, I swear to God, it was like
I was like, this is so memey. I understand why he likes this.
I was expecting something else.
So I love parody. I love comedy. I love non-seriousness. Like Full Metal Alchemist is a great anime, but on the usual, I like watching shows that I don't have to really pay close attention to and like have to figure it out. And there always doesn't have to be this like super tension and like the need to like figure out and like who may die or whatever. It's like I like the lighthearted, I like to be happy when I feel good, right? I don't like to be super depressed, and so like I actually really hated like Black Mirror, the show on Netflix.
I kind of agree with you on that.
Like it's like to me being depressed is not a good time.
Yeah, it's like why would I purposely put my?
I mean, Black Mirror is like it's like intentionally. I think after the first episode, that Black Mirror is probably like nothing ever works out. I don't think there was an episode.
There's a couple episodes where it does.
I mean, yeah, a couple, but like for the most part, every time you lull yourself into that,
there's always some kind of lesson or something like that.
Yeah.
And it ties a lot of it tied to like reality too.
It's like it was cool that I watched it once, but I will probably never watch any episode of Black Mirror that I've watched again. Right? There's just
But when you recommended Bofuri, I was like, wait, the girl with the shield? Like that's a cute little anime. I was like, nah, I can't see it.
No expectations when going in, and then first episode I was like, I understand.
Yeah,
exactly.
I really liked the balance between innocence and deadly.
Yeah.
Well, she's
She's the
I just like her
Anderson-
nonchalance. Yeah, I just like her nonchalance with it. She's like, "Hey, I figured this out," and like,
Yeah.
like evaporates everything in a 4-mile radius.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
was gonna say, I like how everything that happens is like by chance. It's like not on purpose. Like she's not doing any of this on purpose. It's like purely chance that it's
'cause
happening.
you see how Sally's like a pro gamer, so this is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
she's expecting to know
She
all this
knows,
stuff, and then she's
yeah.
like, "What?" And I mean, the good thing is like they're all supportive, right? Even though they question everything she does because it's insane, but everyone's like
Mhm.
super supportive of what of all her actions. I have yet to see like a person in her party who's like, "Yeah, that's kind of fucking that's off," or whatever. They're like, "Nah, we're good."
Well, I mean, she in the end, she even in the end of the first season, she even invites everybody, all the other guilds, to their guild house.
Yeah.
For what?
Which
And
is
they
like
have
celebrate.
dinner.
I like how they're all suspicious of it too. It's like, yeah, we all got our ass.
Why are we here?
But Payne was like, yeah, there's no enemies, right? We're not
Right,
competing for
right.
anything. So
Right.
I'm kind of hoping like he's like one of their classmates or something like that. That'd be kind of funny because it
I
feels
feel
like
like that'd be really funny if it was.
like
Yeah.
he could be. Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the third season to where the game actually bleeds into real life, and then it just becomes Sword Art Online, basically.
Oh,
God.
please no.
Well, I mean,
But
she kind of like when she first got into it,
I was gonna
like
say
after the first day, she was at school, almost kicking some kids' ass because I forgot what they did.
They like bumped into her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just tried to do some magical ability. I was like,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
right.
My favorite was when she was playing dodgeball and they threw it, and then she did her ability and it went. Whoop.
Replica of the Dark Knight.
I was like,
She gets smacked in the face.
chill. I think like for the most part though, it's a really wholesome anime, which
I do. I surprisingly, I really enjoy it. I really do.
yeah, no, I think it was,
Yeah, you're welcome.
it was it was wholesome. It was fun, right? Had a lot of like really funny moments. Had a lot of like really cool OP moments too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I was pretty shocked for the most part. But like who's your favorite character, Brad? Is it Maple?
Yeah, probably.
Jack?
Yeah, I'll say it's Maple.
It's between Maple and Kodomu.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I really liked his little outfit that he got.
Dude, that
What
that
you guys
thing,
call it?
that
The
shit is
ghost?
sick. It's the king
Yeah.
of the
Yeah,
undead
it
or
is
something
really.
like that.
Yeah.
That is fucking sick.
That's fucking badass.
It's an amazing.
It's fun. It's funny because he's like, the person who equips this has to have died at least 10 times, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm the king of dying.
He's like, I'm the number one player dying. I was like, damn.
Chibi.
I'd say I really like Maple, but I also like Sally because like they're very different, but they're very similar. They like balance each other out, and I like the dialogue always between them, and I really like their relationship. So it's always a good time.
What are you hoping? Huh? What are you hoping for?
Hey, don't be weird, man. It doesn't have to happen every time. Friends can be friends.
No. That's not the way you looked. That's not the way you looked. You know what you want. It's not gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
Damn,
No, it's gonna be syrup.
Oh no.
That's my favorite character, man.
Syrup's
I
just
do like
another
syrup.
another player. You find out
name again. It's like Obori.
the fox.
I would love
Yeah.
that so
I love the
much, Jack,
fox.
if that was a big twist. We get to like the end of season 3.
Yeah.
And like Syrup was just another character. It was an admin. It's
Yeah.
an admin. He's
Dude,
like, I just
the
want to be
fucking
part. I just want to feel
admins.
the power in between my legs, brother.
I
Let's
hope
get
that
it.
is. Hey, yo, I really hope it is.
Oh my god.
That'd be amazing. I'm trying to think because we already answered like who like what the best ability was, right? Like you think obviously the mech. I think Atrocity is just the coolest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
Atrocity's
think the
nice.
sheep ball's kind of cool.
Which one? Oh, Wooly, the Wooly. And what's
Yep.
interesting is that like every one of them have like really unique abilities, right? Everyone's actually pretty capable in combat, but like every time Maple does something, it's like, how?
It's wild. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I just like
can Atrocity. Hold on, but not only can Atrocity fucking like eat people, she can shoot laser beams, and there's probably some other shit we don't know about, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if there was like a self-destruct ability. That would be, and then Maple just goes back to being like in her shield form. I'd be like, oh my.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say?
But
I'm sorry.
was so really I just like the absurdness, absurdness.
Absurd.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
that word, just of each episode, right? So it's just like whatever happens one episode, like there's going to be one crazier thing happen the next episode. So, looking at her, so the move set she has in 10 episodes, she gains 36 abilities.
Oh shit.
Like half of them are passive, half of them are like active. But I mean, she gets cover move, meditation, provocation,
Provocation.
provocation,
Sound it out. Let's go.
Psychokinesis. Dude, the V's, man, they throw me off. Psychokinesis, shield attack, counter, inspire, sheep eater, which I guess goes into woolly.
Yeah, it goes into woolly.
Yeah. Pierce guard, quick charge, frozen earth, throne of the heavenly king. I think that's part of the manga. I don't remember seeing that one in particular.
I think that one's probably going to be
To read it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hydra. Probably the most common.
I love how she like engage distance. By the way, with Hydra, like she's really smart about that too. Like she knows how how far she needs to be.
Yeah.
I liked when they were underwater and they were fighting the fish. She's like, I know what to do. She's just like Hydra. Poison the water.
I like how she uses cover to teleport.
That was one of
like I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Because Sally's just like humming, and then when she's like cover, and you're like, how are you doing that? It's like, look, I can just follow you now. Jesus Christ! And that's an MMO move, by the way. So you see it in like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. So you just take damage for the other person, but of course she doesn't take damage. So like the move is.
I thought the name of the MMO world was interesting.
Oh, it's what is it?
New World. Yeah.
Online.
Well, it's also like, it could literally be any MMO now.
Oh right?
Yeah.
I would play that MMO.
Yeah, no, I think it would be pretty fun. I'm surprised that well, if it was more popular, I think that you would see one like that. But I also think, how fucking dope is the VR? They're geared to allow you to get into these games and actually do all that stuff. I mean, I wouldn't fall asleep like she did. But I love the fact that
you might wake up with a shit ton of vitality.
This is true. I might have fucking 4 new abilities.
Why not?
But I think that's also one of the coolest things. Like every time they do this, by the way, in a lot of animes in which they do like an MMO isekai, it's always like some new tech where it like completely engages the player. And this one's like, it does do that, but it's also like really fun because she's super slow. Apparently, she's was it like half the speed of? She has no agility. So
she's slower than fucking Maple.
Yeah. No,
slower than Syrup. Sorry.
Yeah, Syrup's faster. That shit's so funny. But yeah, I just think that's like one of the coolest concepts. Like something you could hopefully eventually see one day.
Yeah.
But an MMO like that, I wouldn't be surprised because there was a number of like anime MMO, like free to play browser ones that kind of resemble New World Online. But obviously you're not going to be as fucking OP as that character. Even though I do want to see that now. I want to look this up. Like, let me find like that
see if anybody's ever done that.
That one player who's fucking broken.
So my one logic break with the show is like every event in the game seems to be televised or like spectated by all the other players. Yeah. So I don't understand why there's not like 1,000 people just running around with great shields trying to copy, what the meta is, which is Maple effectively. So why is there not this cult following of people just run?
Well, didn't they mention that though? And like the end of the first season, they said like because of her, more people have joined the game. So maybe a consequence of or a result of Maple's dominance is more people trying to be great shield users.
A lot of shit has been done by accident though. So it
be hard to mimic.
It would be hard to
it's also
duplicate that.
A really fun satire of like a non-gamer being better than
Right.
most people who are
Well, that's the thing
gamers.
too. And then Sally said it. She said, "You play the game the way you want to, and I'm going to play it the way I want to."
Right.
Because Maple was like, "Why don't you just do everything I did?"
Yeah. It's a good life lesson, right? Just let people live. Let them
Yeah.
do their own thing. And
Do you?
and do
Unless you want to win,
unless you want to win, then you be Maple.
you
Absolutely.
need to
Great.
break every mechanic known to man.
you need to go in and eat your enemies.
God, Jesus Christ! Not the legs, not their toes, bro.
Not their fingers. I like that dragon, the Hydra, rather, 4 times her size. What she do? Ate the foot.
And just wait.
Truly heroic stuff.
I was just like, you gotta be fucking shitting me.
I mean, most of the comments I've seen about Bofuri have been like wildly positive. Right? Obviously, you're gonna be like, when I saw like a 4.8, I think on Crunchyroll, I was like, really? And then I read the comments and reviews, and people were like, it's lighthearted, it's wholesome, it's funny. It's also got great animation, great action, really fun characters. Like nobody, it just no one takes themselves too seriously, except for a couple of characters. But even then, they're like humorous, like because they're deadpan. They're trying to be like the straight man in like a very comedic, broken world. So I think this is probably one of the bigger surprises. And I just remember reading the comments because when season 2 came out, people were like, I've waited fucking 3 years for this. Like, it's
Damn it,
finally here.
How long was the break between the first and second?
Oh, 3 years.
3 fucking years.
Yeah, it was a long time. Hence why I
Jesus,
watched it so many
that's
times.
So basically, with a lot of anime that are 12 episodes that are like, I would say like limited time. Some of them are coming from like their light novel adaptations.
Yeah.
So basically, if it's, I would say it's like, and it's kind of normal too. Like if they're not an ongoing shonen, you're probably not going to see a season every year. You might see it every other year or 2 years online. I mean, there's an anime called The Devil's a Part-Timer. That came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and they
And
just
it just
released
got
season
its
2.
second season.
Nice.
I think Vinland Saga came out 2 years ago. It just got its second season. So it's like with light novels, like I think they put it out there in the hopes that it does well, but it's it's always kind of up in the air. There's a lot of like anime right now that I've seen where people are commenting. They're like, please don't just be 12 episodes. And I'm like, it's going to be 12
seems to
episodes.
be where it's all going. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I think Bofuri season 2 is pretty popular. But like, the animation is stellar. So this is like, I think it's just going to be really difficult to, think seeing it next year or the year after. Some studios are just stacked, dude. They're probably taking on multiple jobs, like Mappa.
I was gonna say Mappa.
Like Mappa's killing themselves.
All right.
We got One Punch Man season 3 coming out, dude. Like, get fucking some other ungodly thing. So, unfortunately, you might not see Bofuri season 3 in like 2 to 3 years, if that.
All right, Cup Dog.
It's okay. This man waited. How long did you wait for Final Fantasy 16, Brad? From 15 to 16, that was what, 5 years? Right?
Not long enough.
Yeah. No, it's not long enough. You want it to be longer? Is that what you want?
I need them to polish it. I need them to really.
Oh no!
Not.
Let them cook.
It's coming out.
Let
polished,
them cook,
boy. It's coming out polished just for you.
I need it to not have DLC, right? I need the story to be complete and whole.
That's not how this works.
I don't
That's
need.
not how this shit works.
I don't need party members just leaving randomly throughout the game to create content.
Yeah, 15. Jesus Christ. Someone goes blind randomly. Like, what happened? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, you'll know.
I just don't want
$14.99.
I just don't want Bofuri, and I haven't read the light novel, and I'm sure Chibi will probably read it, but I don't want it to go and turn dark randomly. So there's an anime I was a big fan of. It's called Full Metal Panic. The first season,
I've heard of it.
Really, really good. 24 episodes. It's like a mech action. It has like lighthearted comedy sometimes. So they made a kind of like a satire season called Full Metal Panic Fumofu. Super fucking funny. Like the dude's just like, he does the most random shit. Like he's like, someone is threatening him, so he like kidnaps the girl's brother and uses him as bait, but like in a comedic way. He's like, did I act it out well? He's like, you did perfectly. He's like, why would you kidnap the kid? He's like, I thought this would be the best way to get to you. All right, that's the way he thinks. They released Full Metal Panic season 2, and it went fucking super dark. We're talking like decapitations, people
Oh.
getting executed, and I was like, wait, this
Nice.
was not a part of the fucking first season. Like, it got bloody at points, but it wasn't like you're seeing like, you know, it like Psychopath bloody, that type of stuff. So I'm
Right.
hoping Bofuri just stays like as a comedy and doesn't have like any weird, dark, violent
Moments.
turns. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone needs that. I don't think Brad needs to come in as like
Yeah.
emo cup dog, put the crunch
Emo
hair on.
cup down. Just a little bang.
It's just how my life is right now.
So don't talk to me.
They
bad.
took Maple from me, bro. They made her
They took
edgy.
Sarah.
We don't need another Tower of God, I don't think, you know.
Oh God, Rachel.
That bitch.
Fuck that. Worst antagonist I've ever came across. Like easy, sorry, I'm on my spiel,
Is-
but like top one, number one.
Is there an
On the ship.
antagonist in Bofuri? I don't think so, right? It's just the admins, I guess, but they're not in their way anymore.
I mean, so I would say it's more of like a rivalry. You know, the other guilds
Right.
are, you know, mild antagonists during the events. You know, it's I wouldn't say there's like an active like evil character.
I kind of
It-
want the admins to like make like a, you know, someone equal to Maple, just like just to see Maple body that person. Like they build it up, you know, this one character, it could be Payne or whoever, is just destroying all the other guilds, goes up against Maple, and Maple's like, devour, and just fucking disappears.
I've been reading the like fandom wiki of Maple, and so there's a section with like all of the relationships, like so all of the people that she has, like how she's in relationships to other characters, and I like how they have her relationship with Sally. Sally is Maple's best friend in real life. In game, she was Maple's mount before Syrup came along.
Yes, that was hilarious, dude. That was
I
fucking
completely
funny.
forgot about that. Oh my God.
And it was in that one. It was all in that one episode too.
Yeah.
She was like on her back, and she was like using paralysis
running.
to like shock everyone. Like, holy shit!
Yeah, the paralysis shout or
There-
yell or whatever.
I mean, like, it's crazy, right? Because like Maple should be a defensive oriented character, but she does use a lot of offensive abilities, and she uses them very smartly. Like, if she was, imagine if like she went with Sally to fight that like sea monster, obviously would have died because she would have poisoned the water. But like, it's just interesting to like see how, like, you could. I think it's gonna eventually, you know, culminate with Sally and Maple fighting, just so Sally can see like how far she's come as a character and her abilities and stuff like that. And I think Maple could let her win, right? I don't think that's gonna happen because, you know, Sally would probably pull like a Vegeta, like give it all you got, and you're like, okay, and it's over within like the first like 5 seconds. Well, I lost. I'm a failure.
Or she fails and then she has like a Goku moment where she becomes Ultra Instinct Maple.
Ultra Instinct. Oh god, that'd be terrifying. Hair goes silver and shit like that. Like she can just feel the. She's like connected to the MMO and stuff. all the admins are like, "What did we do? Like, how do we stop her now?"
She finds the admins and then becomes the admin.
I was gonna say, who
that'd
did
be
these
funny.
abilities? Who set these skills? Yeah, she becomes admin.
It's like, guys, you set this up. Like that was your fault.
Right.
Like you're the ones who did it.
She learns the skill Game Genie.
Oliver cheats, you know, easy peasy. Then they have to make like a new world 2.0, and she still breaks that. She's like, I'll just start at level 1 again, all vitality. Jesus. So I would say, Brad, good anime. I'm glad you liked it. Very fun. Jack, you liked it too, right?
It was good.
How far
It was
did you
good.
go? See, just season 1?
I got through season 1. Yeah,
I know cheaper.
I got caught up on a lot of anime. Like I'm watching a lot of random shit now.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Every
I
time
have a good
like,
one for y'all if you haven't seen it already.
Which one?
Mushoku Tensei,
Yeah.
Jobless Reincarnation.
Yeah. Probably
It's a
probably
really
some
good
of the
one.
best animation I've ever seen. I was uncomfortable at times with the
Yeah.
with you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about, with the protagonist
Yeah,
being
that's true.
having his adult consciousness in a child's body and doing incredibly inappropriate things. But it's actually
Nice.
a little backstory on that, Jack. If you don't know, Mushoku Tensei is legitimately like pretty much like the godfather of isekai for manga.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very, very old. And I think a lot of people were anticipating its adaptation. And the studio, I think, was created to just adapt that manga. And
Really?
you can see it, dude. That the first time you see him do that water ability, like cast water magic,
Oh,
is
yeah.
fucking stunning. I was like,
Yeah.
that's amazing. And every fight, have you watched the whole first season?
Yeah. It's there's a lot of sex and shit in
A
the beginning.
lot of boobies.
But
you know
like
what I'm saying?
as you get later into the season, it gets really fucking good.
Yeah, fantastic anime.
And then I mean, a lot of sad shit too.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah.
it's obviously it's I think the first introduction to Truck-kun.
Yeah.
But what else have you been watching?
Fucking
Well, you-
Truck-kun.
I watched a little bit of I jump into Sneaky's Discord as they're watching
Hank.
anime, and they were watching Gangster.
Yeah, well, that's
That's an interesting
great
one.
anime. I love that one.
That one's interesting.
Um,
Trying to remember all the other ones. There's just a bunch of random ass fucking anime.
I think the one that I would recommend that's kind of like Gangster is called Jormungand. Jormungand's
Okay.
I remember my buddy like randomly recommended it to me. It's
Jorman.
yeah, Jorm.
Oh, Jay.
Was it a?
I got it.
Yeah, okay.
Jormungand.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jormungand. So that fucking it's like it throws you because she's the main character's an arms dealer and super violent. If you like that one, you'll watch Black Lagoon, which is like one of the godfathers of.
This is how my list grows.
Yes, this is how you do it. Black Lagoon, obviously, Revy and all them, very dark, very violent.
Yeah.
That's a mature anime. Did you finish Edge Runners? Cyberpunk?
I never started that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
on-
did.
I was gonna say it's on the Netflix.
Yeah, I forgot I watched I don't remember if I watched the whole thing.
You know what I'm caught up on, dude? Trigun.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, dude.
I'm not caught up on. I think I'm gonna do
Dear
that tonight.
God, that is one of
Which-
once again, they have consistently kept up the animation. And they follow the Trigun Maximum manga, and it is fucking amazing. Like everyone's just like people are really warming up to it because it's excellent. So very surprising.
I'm really liking Buddy Daddies.
But it got better.
That's a really
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of went in the way I thought it would with the mom, I was like, okay, she's back. What a bitch. But yeah, really good. So I think it's time for some community Q&A. Chibi.
Oh no.
I think
Dun.
I think we have 17 questions.
Oh my God, wow.
We are going to do our best to answer every one of them.
Lightning round.
And Chibi will actually ask every question from the community, which is very fun. Let's start with the one that we got it kicked off on. Let's start with Brad's. Go.
All right, so do I go off the ones that you sent me?
Yeah, let's just start with Brad's.
All right, excuse me. All right, first one. Why that cup dog be so sexy? I want to rub his noodles in my soup. Winky face with the tongue.
Brad, I want you to answer that question.
Because it's me.
Because it's you. I don't think anyone else needs to answer that question because I think we're all equally disturbed. And if you aren't, get fucking help.
True that. Yeah.
Next question. Get therapy, please, Brad. Jesus.
Yes. Okay. Next one. Hopefully it'll back up.
I know this thing.
Which anime character do you mostly relate with / or you think you are most alike?
That's actually also my question.
Is it you?
Yeah, that was me.
Let's start with you then, Brad. Who is it?
Cup Dog.
Cup Dog's not an anime. Could be.
His name is actually
Banana.
Winko
Manana.
Richancho.
You don't have to force yourself to say it, buddy. You can just tell me what fucking anime character.
So there's this small anime that not a whole lot of people know about called Bofuri. It's really good. I don't know. I don't watch anime.
You do watch anime? What the fuck are you talking about? Think hard of the characters.
I see his little hamster wheel just turning in the cup dog
No,
brain.
it's not hamster wheels. It's cup dog wheels. And they're
Yeah,
just
I'm sorry.
moving
It's
back
cup
and forth.
noodles on
Cup
the wheel.
Spoon
wheels.
wheels.
Noodle wheels.
I'm gonna go. I'm just straight off. Ash Ketchum, because I like to catch them all. So the noodles, that is.
Okay.
That's neat.
Solid.
Love it.
All right,
what
Jack.
what
How about you,
Jack?
buddy?
Oh fuck.
You've been watching a lot, so.
Okay. All right. Maybe what's the let's see, what's his name?
What anime is he in?
It's Black Clover.
Oh, Asta?
Asta?
Yeah, the one that keeps like just not proving himself enough.
The loud,
but
the main character?
Yeah. But I'm not as loud as him. I'm not like him in terms
The anti-magic
of personality. Yeah.
kid. So I actually thought about that one, but once again, I think we talked about this at one point. I wouldn't want to be the one person without magic in a magical world like that, where like everyone has magic. I don't know. It just seems rough.
I agree with that.
I didn't say I want to be
Okay.
him.
He just says he relates to him.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I do want to change mine. So Rock Lee from Naruto. That dude's just cool.
Who?
Clean.
Oh, Rock Lee. Oh, I couldn't.
Rock Lee. Not broccoli.
Broccoli.
Rock Lee.
Broccoli.
Yeah, I thought
Broccoli.
you said broccoli at first. Like, why do you want
Yeah,
to
I
be
heard
No,
broccoli?
broccoli.
Rock Lee.
Broccoli.
I just want to be the cabbage guy from fucking Avatar. First.
My
cabbage.
cabbages. Is that who you relate to the most?
No, Roy Mustang. So that's like my favorite character.
Where's that from?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal
No.
Alchemist.
I will say, dude, his glove was just
No, he's
iconic.
an overall like great character. Has like a really strong backstory. Was completely like against the war on Ishval. Falls into like a ton of different traps. Wants to protect everyone who's under him, and then eventually lashes out and ends up really fucking himself over. Like he goes blind in the anime or in the manga and the anime because of like his ambition and stuff like that. But he's just like a really strong character, really smart, and has probably some of the best moments I think in the anime.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, easily. I love Roy Mustang. He's the way he gets revenge for Maze Hughes twice.
Oh my God,
is
it's
some
so
of the best
good.
like things I've ever seen.
No.
Literally,
I changed my answer again.
God.
Hughes is my character.
You do have glasses like Hughes too, so.
Yeah.
You're just dark hair.
And also, you might die in the same way in a phone.
Oh yeah. He was useless and he dies.
Maze was
Hey,
not
yo,
useless, bro.
hey, yo,
Fucking
that
sad.
was an
It's a
attack
sad-
on the.
It's a terrible day for Rain. God damn it.
It is a terrible day for rain. All right,
Chibi?
mine.
It's Naruto. Okay, moving on.
Oh damn.
You bitch! I wasn't gonna even say Naruto. You fucker.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna.
Sasuke.
Sasuke. It's Itachi.
Don't ever say it like that again. Dachi.
It got name
Okay,
Itachi.
Dad. Okay, Dad.
That's like, honey, you watching that
Itachi.
Naruto? Where?
Yeah, Naruto, Konichi, what's up? I would say Chica. I love Chica.
Oh yeah, she's great. Wait, are you
Like,
saying
From Five Nights at Freddy's.
no? Chica is in
Chica from Love is War.
and she is a
The fucking
airhead,
airheaded
but
crack.
also hyper intelligent.
Oh, she's so fucking funny.
Like she's a prodigy too, right? Like she's like a musical prodigy. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
fucking great.
I just love her character. Like I think I aspire to be Chica. I want to be Chica when I
Who
grow
doesn't
up.
want to be the child of like ambassadors and just
Yeah, literally.
take trips to fucking Spain and shit like that when you want to.
God, I love her so much.
All right, next
Okay.
one, Cheebs.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This one is all you guys. Okay, why the hell are there still multiplayer achievements? Many companies, Naughty Dog for
I
instance,
hate Chris so much.
re-release TLOU, and the platinum was not only feasible but fun. As an example, looking at you, Assassin's Creed Unity.
You knew that was Chris the moment he put Assassin's Creed, like, stupid bastard. So I have a question to Jack and Brad. Do you think like multiplayer achievements should be so prominent in games?
Can I pause really quick?
Sure.
What are multiplayer achievements? Is it like
so
one that
let's-
you get through playing with someone?
Yeah.
Like,
So like there
Okay,
used
I was
to be
using
this, there used
context
to be this
clues.
crazy multiplayer achievement. It was like, I think it was like one of the Halos or the Call of Duties where you had to be like top 2 or top 3 on the
Oh,
leaderboards. It's like, it pretty much, Chris he's a trophy hunter, so he'll like
mhm.
when he plays PlayStation, he tries to platinum a lot of games, and so one of
Oh.
his beefs is like any game that has, like, let's say it has a campaign and a multiplayer, he does not enjoy the fact that they're like multiplayer achievements
I see what
sometimes
you're saying.
that
Okay.
hinder you. I don't think
I
it's a
understand it.
problem. I just think it's, if you're playing, if it's like a mix of campaign, I don't think multiplayer like achievements should be too difficult because some of them are fucking ridiculous. Like, there's
Yeah, I was gonna say it shouldn't be that hard if you're gonna include them, in my opinion, just from what I'm understanding.
Well,
Brad?
so my thing with online multiplayer, anything really, is one day that's going to be obsolete, right? The
Yes.
servers are going to go down. It's going to become impossible to achieve those at some point. So, no, just don't have them at all.
I 100% agree with that. Jack, I know you don't chase trophies or achievements, Jack, but on the off chance that you do.
Nah. I don't
Okay,
know.
the trophies you do chase.
That's
Not a chaser.
He's
I don't
just a
know.
getter.
I don't know. I'm really
I do not like him.
I'm indifferent on it. I really don't have an opinion on it because I don't care for it.
Yeah, I mean, most time you're just playing for fun.
Yeah.
Right. I'll get the occasional platinum trophy on like PlayStation if it's like easy. I'll just fucking breeze right to it. Ghost of Tsushima was like that. The Last of Us not so much, but like their multiplayer achievements when it was on PlayStation 3 and PS4 were super easy. You just had to play for a certain period of time, and you eventually got it. All right, Chibi.
Yes, sir. All right, again, this next one is most likely for you guys because I have no idea what the fuck is
That's
happening.
another one from Chris.
Okay, sorry, Chris. I don't know what the fuck's happening. What happened to the days of information and technology sharing? The Nemesis system, which has been copyrighted, ... oh lord, is great, but other games like Watch Dogs Legion, which could have benefited greatly from something like this, are getting screwed. ...
I will give back on this. So if you've ever played the Lord of the Rings Shadow of War, Shadow of what was the other one? Can't remember what it is. But so basically they have a system, it's called the Nemesis system, in which every time you fought an enemy, if you killed them or if you injured them and they ran away or they killed you, they would gain rank and they would have an immediate kind of relationship with you. Like, they would be contentious to you, they would have certain
Interesting.
dialogue, they would actually hunt you down, and all
Like
this
fucking
crazy shit.
crows
yeah.
and ravens, bro, if
The
they're smart.
Nemesis system was revolutionary, and WB Games, I think the guys who made Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy, they helped patent it. And since Shadow of War, I think that was 2016, 2017 came out, not a single other game has ever had a system just like it because of that patent. So that's why there's a complaint for like information sharing, because that, like, seriously, when he talks about Watch Dogs Legion, if you've ever heard that game or played that game, the biggest draw to Watch Dogs Legion is that every NPC is recruitable. Like, you can walk up to someone randomly in the street, like an old grandma, and be like, I need you to spy on these people for me. And then you can take that character, recruit them, and then play them. Right.
Shit.
And I think that's, that one is more like the AI by Ubisoft fucking sucks. No offense to Ubisoft. Well, all offense to Ubisoft, really. But like the Nemesis system itself, like, I totally get that question. I really do think that there's certain things shouldn't be patented. Like, I think Bluebird Team, who made Jack, did you play the Medium? Have you heard that game?
No. I know what you're talking about. I haven't played it.
They tried to patent that system where it's like that, where she was like
Goes back and forth
in real world.
dimensions.
Yeah, they were trying to patent that system. And I was like, it's been done in other games. Like, that
Yeah,
would be
that's fucking stupid.
You would completely restrict people from being able to create games like that. I think it's unimaginative, right, for someone to do that, and very fucked up. Let's shut to Brad though. Brad, what do you think?
No.
Moving on. Chibi?
Oh. Okay, next question. Oh, this is a great one. Why? I'm gonna read this verbatim. Okay. Why did my parents get a divorce?
The course.
I think they meant divorce.
They definitely did.
Oh.
I
Probably
went.
because you can't spell. Next
Oh,
one. If
I was gonna say because you're.
I didn't say
is-
shit. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Savage.
I was actually. I was gonna say it's probably because you're their kid. So
I know. Clearly, you're a fucking
Oh.
disappointment. God.
I don't understand this one. I think this is a
Yeah, dude. Chris
sports
said that
one.
too. Chris said this.
Okay. I was like, I don't know any of these, Chris. I'm sorry. If Kirk's cousin had Andy Reid for his career, would he be top 5 in passing at retirement?
Brad, you
wait,
answered this question.
wait. Did she just say Kirk's cousin?
Yeah, she think so. It's Kirk
Okay.
Cousin. That's who the guy is. He's
Kirk Cousin is his name.
he's
Yeah.
a quarterback for the
Oh,
Minnesota
sorry.
Vikings.
I saw Kurt. I
Yeah.
put the S in front of Kurt or behind Kurt.
He's
He
a
used to be the quarterback for
I don't know.
Redskins.
Yep. So he's the quarterback currently for the
fucking know
Minnesota Vikings.
sports.
He is pretty good. Well, he's more of a. Everyone calls him a
Andy
stat
Reid's the
pattern.
coach, right?
Yeah, no.
Of
Andy Reid's coach of Kansas City. So obviously, I was like,
Kansas City,
that's
yeah.
Chris's question.
Yeah.
If he honestly, I don't know. I think Brad, you said what, top 10? You think?
Yeah, I think it'd be a top 10. But
Yeah. Top 5, nah. That's a lot to ask, dude. Plus, I think he's
Yeah,
35 years old. So
His time has passed.
yeah, he probably won't have
and
much
so
time.
is his kids.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck does that
That
mean?
was worse than my answer for the last one.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
I can't do it, this motherfucker.
You
Chibi,
heard me.
please. Next
You heard me.
question.
Okay. He said I didn't fucking stutter. All right. Oh, this is great ones, guys. Okay. Why did my wife leave me for the garbage man? He looks like if Danny DeVito had a baby with a feral warthog.
Hey, he's just
Am
slanging
I
it.
that
Hey,
unlovable?
hey, he's just
First
slanging
off,
that
how
rock.
dare you? Danny DeVito is a great person.
Yeah, he's also very lovable. Danny
That
DeVito
means
is awesome.
that means you just look worse than that.
Yeah.
So
First off, Danny DeVito, who's like 5 foot, right? Little backstory. You guys remember the movie Matilda?
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So he played the antagonistic stepfather, right, or the foster father.
Mhm.
The actress who played Matilda was having a lot of struggles during that, and Danny DeVito
Made me
and
cry.
his wife actually wanted to actually let her stay at their house, and he mentored her the entire time.
God, you're
So
gonna make me
if you're not
sob.
even close to the human being of Danny DeVito, first off, you should be like fucking like if you're comparing yourself to Danny DeVito, like
You better be up there.
you better be up there. All right, that's why your wife doesn't love you.
Nice.
Do
Moving
better.
on.
God damn, moving on. We're just out for blood today. Chibi, be honest, what you think of Bofuri? Honestly, Bofuri is really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. So I'm
is that?
Bofuri.
What does Bean think of Bofuri? Bean, come back
Bean,
here.
what do you think of Bean? Come back here. What do you think of Bofuri? Kobe, what do you think of Bofuri? Yo, Kobe said it's the best thing he's ever seen.
He's like, I like turtles.
I
He
like
saw the
flying
turtle
turtles.
and he did get hyped. He did get hyped about the turtle.
Excellent.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to actually watch the second season because I only watched season
Yeah,
one.
I still need to watch the second
Yeah.
one.
So I'm excited to see where it goes.
All right. Chibi, next question.
Yes, sir. All right. Hi Bean. What is your dream isekai? What is your dream isekai?
You guys ever heard of the anime Gate? It's pretty
Gape?
much
Gate or just Gate?
Gate.
Oh, Gate.
Not
Game?
gay. But gay.
Game?
No, I was about to say Gape. Like I
We
don't know if I want to
always
know
do.
about this one.
So Gate is an anime in which like there's they have like that it's like an old magical anime world, and what gets punched, like these guys who are in the military end up going in there and they end up destroying like a lot of the people they fight up against. That's like my dream isekai, where I show up in a place and I just have like a gun or something and I'm immediately OP. Like from the jump.
Yes.
Give me that unlimited ammo Resident Evil pistol, right? I'm taking over the kingdom in a day. Jack, what about you?
I don't fucking know. The only isekai that I think I've watched is that reincarnation one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, both Fury can be. It's just any
Oh,
anime that
Bofuri. Yeah,
exists
that's true.
in
That's
another
true.
world. Yeah.
So, the other one, the reincarnation one, would probably be my idea. Well,
I mean, do you really? I mean, that's some
No,
hardcore shit, bro.
Bofuri. Well, for the you've seen some of the women in there though, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's
Okay,
it's got a good
but
point. You got a good point. You got a good point. You got me there. Brad, what about you? This is Bofuri. Okay. Where the hell did she
Yep.
go? Anyway, let's play rock, paper, scissors. All right, everyone put your hands up. All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Go fuck yourself, Jack.
I'm out.
sorry, I
I'm
had to
out.
say
I'm
it.
out.
Oh, my little bit. My isekai would be bitches and powers.
That's the name of it.
I mean, I just won fucking rock, paper, scissors with Jack, but all right, we'll move on to what you want to talk about.
Bitches and
Sorry.
powers.
Bitches and power.
Bitches and powers.
There's
No, I would say honestly both, because I am not an isekai person. I usually hate watching isekais. I really do. That's like a fun fact about me. I'm sick of them unless it's a romance isekai. Those are different. So I would say something like Bofuri.
Okay.
Was nice.
So I didn't understand what is involved in isekai.
Mhm.
And when I first saw the animal people, I was like, are they like dressed up as furries or something like that? I didn't understand that they're considered beasts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like kobolds
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I would
you
say
play
that's
World of
fine.
Warcraft, you know, like fantasy, that type. Like
Yeah,
it would be like
yeah,
it'd be like
that-
WoW, that type of
yeah.
stuff. All right. What the hell did Brad text me? I'm AFK. Okay. Thank you, Brad, for telling me you're AFK. Chibi, next
Dr.
question.
All right. Would you do a creator clash boxing if you were matched 1-1? Is that the one where like
Yeah, it's where like
You
they were.
fight against another creator.
Who would you?
Is it
right?
boxing and chess, or is it just like
It's
anything?
boxing. I think it's boxing.
Oh, I
Boxing.
beat the shit out of somebody. Sign me up.
I don't know.
I think I can handle myself.
I think I could for sure. I'd be at a high disadvantage, but I just go for the kneecaps.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, they said what was it? Of
Oh,
equal
1-1.
1-1. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'll beat the shit out of someone my size.
I may be
Sorry,
wholesome.
child.
I may be wholesome and nice, but I've trained in things and
Let's go, Jack. I can see you beating the shit out of someone. What about you, Ken? What do you think?
I don't know.
Would you go 1-1?
I mean, if we had
I
to,
see you being
sure.
like,
What's that? I mean, I used to fucking do like Marine Corps martial arts program, McMap,
okay,
Aikido,
shit. Never fucking,
Judo.
okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay, sir, never mind. I take it back. You probably beat my ass. I'm sorry.
I mean, like my dad was like a fucking. He was really big into like close quarters combat type stuff. So he would be like, "Oh, let's learn fucking some Krav Maga, which is like Israeli defense."
I know Krav Maga.
And we would learn
Made
some
me laugh.
stuff. And like on my first deployment in 2006, me and my buddy Roger Aragon, he practiced Muay Thai. And
that's when I've always
what I
wanted to
trained in.
and he was
Teach me, Jack.
he was an amateur fighter. So me and him used to go into the helo hangar and spar with like a bunch of people. And then my other friend, Monk, that's his last name. He used to practice capoeira. So he was fucking amazing.
A lot of movement.
He like he caught me on the chin once.
Yeah.
And I fucking threw him as hard as possible all over the shoulder. I was like, you I was like, you do the rule, dude. We're not supposed to hit each other in the face.
Yeah.
Because like
when I trained in Muay Thai, we would spar with people, and I never sparred against anybody that was like same size as me.
No.
It was always the really tall, thin guy, or the massive ass 320 solid brick fucking wall.
Well,
I honestly prefer to fight the brick wall because those guys, if you're close to them, it's harder for them to move. The tiny guy, he kicked me in my face. I didn't know where the fuck it came from.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, we when we were it was my second deployment. We had this Marine lieutenant. He used to be in the Navy. He was an actual like IT guy, but he was a former, he was enlisted officer, went Marine Corps officer. The biggest dude I'd ever seen. Had to be. We say he's juiced because he used to like just fucking like bench like 350, 400 pounds. And one of my sergeants, I love this dude. He was a black belt McMap. He also did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu through BJJ, and he was like this. He was a thick dude, right?
Yeah.
But he was incredibly fast. And he said, "Sir, I'm gonna take you down." And like I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, this is not gonna go well." So he got him into he did this flying armbar. But the lieutenant let him do it. And he says, "You good?" He's like, "What do you mean?" And he fucking grabs him with one arm and then lifts him up. And that's like, I was like, it was like because I think the sergeant was like 250 pounds, and he picks him up, and I was like on duty for medical, so I was like, "Oh, please, like drop him gently, dude." And he like slammed him on the mat. He's like, "You're good, sir. I'm done." I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
God.
I was the scariest fucking guy I ever saw. That's why like he was the only person I didn't want to spar with. Like we'd have like they'd always have like some type of close quarters defense courses. They had like knife fighting and stuff like that, which was really fun to do. But it was like rubber knives. And that was a lot of fun. If you ever watched the movie The Hunted, right? We would do like certain things like that, where it was like Benicio del Toro, Tommy Lee Jones, like really close quarter, I was like, this is so much fun. And then he'd show up, we're like, nah, I don't want to. Not this dude, because he went too far sometimes, man. So it was always scary, but yeah. If I had to go 1v1 with somebody, like, is it me and Jack fighting? Because I'm just gonna hug him. You know, he's Filipino.
Hug him.
We're gonna have big dog.
Did I ever tell you guys I did BJJ for like a couple months when I was in high school?
Oh, how was that?
Nice.
Yeah, it was weird because I think I was a freshman, so I was like 14, 15. I went with my dad and my cousin, and like I only would it was so strange, grapple with like 30, 40, 50-year-old men. There was no women, no one my age, no one my size. So it was always, and then it wasn't like they weren't weird or anything. It was just the idea, and they felt so bad, like trying to put me in fucking like these positions. And my dad was like, nah, go hard on her. And I was like, please don't hurt me.
Here's the funny
part.
But
it taught me a lot.
Like Brad's AFK. Brad's like a black belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
I'm gonna whoop all around.
Brad's like really like he has like pictures of him like practicing it too. He's like really fucking good at Taekwondo.
I kind of want to see it.
Which is pretty surprising because usually when you're taller, it's kind of a weird disadvantage. Right? But like here's another funny story. My buddy, he was we were high school in Japan, so he was like the nerdiest looking kid, right? He had like the slouch and stuff like that. But he was like he was half Korean and I think it was like half Japanese. And on base, there's a Taekwondo class, or course, or like a dojo, right? His fucking family were all black belts, and he was too. So my buddy and I rolled up. My buddy Jorvon was a fucking black belt. I think it was like a second Dan, I think. And I rolled up, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
You're like, I never would have guessed.
He was insanely like it was crazy how like fast his kicks were. I was like, whoa, bro! You don't ever want to play any sport with us. Every time we play basketball or soccer or anything like that, you're like the one dude who's like in the corner, like, nah. Taekwondo, motherfucker. Like you're breaking boards with your feet. Come on, man. What the fuck?
Like, don't hide this talent.
Yeah, I love taking judo though. That was fun. One of my ex-girlfriends, she took judo and she was 4, I think. So in high school I was like, for my freshman year I was like 5'5" or something. And she was like 4'11". And she was like a brown belt in judo. And she was mean too. I was like, all right. I was like, throw me. And I just get launched.
Hey, okay. Wasn't yourself, Ken.
Oh, Brad says he probably won't be back, so just us 3 with Cup Dog looking at us very uncomfortably. So.
Cup Dog.
Keep going with questions. We just keep progressing.
Yes, sir. All right. Oh, God. How many chibis would it take to fight off a zombie hand to hand? I don't know, bro. Like none.
No, you said you don't like zombies.
I don't, bro. I would die before fighting one. Sorry.
It would take one of you. I swear to God. Chibi, I think if you were in fight or flight, you'd kill a zombie.
Oh, no, absolutely. There's no doubt. I'm telling you, I played baseball. I've told you this, right?
Yeah,
how long I played. Yeah, I played baseball and softball for like over 12 years. If I had a bat, I could decapitate a man, okay? Which includes a zombie bee. But
why do you say zombie
I don't enjoy it. Zombie bee.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask.
It's terrifying. So probably one, but would I survive afterwards? Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm fucking terrified. I'd die from scaredness.
I think you'd be fine.
I don't think
if you were able to tough it out in that Brazilian jiu-jitsu with all these old people.
Dude, it was so uncomfortable. My favorite memory is we were doing the guillotine. We were learning how to do it like an actual guillotine. And I put my dad in one, and he like refused to fucking tap. So I almost actually not like choked him because he would refuse to tap, and I was like, "Why aren't you tapping?"
Yeah, my dad, whenever we did anything, he'd be like, "You better fucking kill me." and obviously my dad's like 6'2". He's like
I'm
he's
sorry.
6'2",
I did not
he's
expect
240. We would never be able to beat him, ever.
that.
And like
fucking kill me.
our
Oh my
our
God.
fucking like you know, like when some kids were like bad, they would like, you know, get spanked or get the belt or whatever. But not my dad. He'd be like, all right, cool, check it out. He'd be in uniform, take off his blouse, throw on the couch, get on his knees. He's like, check it out. You get one shot at me, and you know I'm gonna eat that fucking shot. He's like, and then it's on. I was like, oh shit, man.
I feel like that's even more
So I
terrifying.
try to like, you know, elbow him in the fucking face, and he'd be like, all right, cool. And he just fucking shoulder and then like just pin me down, and I'm like, well, I just lay there. I'm like,
This is
well,
good.
this is what life is now.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Dude, I swear the first time me and my sister ever fought, and like in our household, the Doherty kids we fought. Like we were destroying shit. And my sister decided to fucking like get at me, and she like scratched me across my throat, dude, and I was bleeding.
Oh,
and I fucking took her, like tripped her down, and I grabbed her legs and I swung her against the couch. Right? And I knew from that moment I was gonna get killed. My dad walked in, he's like, what did you do? I was like, look at me. He's like, nah.
Look at me.
He fucking, like straight up. That was the first time I got like a shoulder toss, like or a hip toss. That hurt like hell. I was like, oh my God. He's like, don't ever touch your sister like that again. He looked at her, he's like, are you okay? I was like, is she okay?
Look at me.
Christ.
Damn, that's intense.
That's how it was. Loving household.
Loving. It's okay. My dad would just do this thing called the snake, and he would just fucking poke me with it. I'd be like, Dad, stop.
Well, my mom would just pinch me. She's Filipino. Oh, God. That fucking hard
Pincher.
Bro, those dude, it's not like a normal pinch either, Chibi. We're talking like you pinch until the skin is ready, you're bleeding. It's fucking
God.
Yeah, Filipinos do not play. Or check, did your mom ever
pinch your ear?
Did your mom ever throw shit at you? Like anything she could?
Yeah.
Bro. Every time I talk to like one of my Hispanic friends, they're like, yo, I like the chancla, right?
Yeah.
Dog,
like it's not a meme.
I had my mom once, I pissed her off so bad. I don't know what I did. I forget, but like she was like, get the fuck out, get out of your room. And she like took one of my frames and threw it, right? And it hit the fucking you know, the hit the wall and dented the wall. And I was like, what did I do? I was like, Dad, he's like, don't bring that shit to me, bro. She's throwing a knife at me. I don't need that trouble.
Oh my God.
That was the day I learned my mom doesn't fuck around. Like I was like, I'm okay with getting pinched down, Mom.
Don't fuck around, you gonna find out.
Yeah.
Zip. What would be the next question? I'm sorry.
You're fine. We love this. Which character from the Naruto verse would you see get their story expanded and more in depth? I'm sorry. I can't fucking read. And why? I personally would say, I'd say Rock Lee.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
He had so much potential, and they just kind of were like.
It's crazy how fucking strong that dude is. He's the only
non-ninjutsu
user.
Ankle weights.
Yeah, only non-ninjutsu user. Uses taijutsu. Is an absolute fucking monster.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he went up against Gaara, who I think was like the main antagonist of
the first arc. He was in the first part. And Gaara was easily
pretty much gonna win that fight if like he
won, And Gaara was easily one of the strongest characters.
Easy, because he has a fucking what is it, the little beast?
Yeah, and then literally Gaara was petrified of this man. Like, come on,
because he could unlock the gates in his body. It was fucking crazy. Check, I know you haven't watched Naruto, man, but just know he's the Bruce Lee looking guy.
He is. He's bowl cut. Bowl cut. Yeah. They did him dirty.
Yeah, I'd like them if they could do like a Might Lee one too. That'd be dope, because he's fucking monstrous. He almost killed like the main villain.
Yeah.
God damn. But go on with it.
Does Gonza actually have the milk? No. Next question.
I don't even know what that means.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Which hunter character calls to you, like your spirit animal, and why? I mean, I always kind of say this one. I feel like I always gravitate towards Killua.
Yeah.
I just really appreciate Killua's backstory, his character progression, just like all the small details within him. I don't know. I just really enjoy his character. And like his relationship with God, I always think is interesting.
You say Hunter, like Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, Hunter. Yeah, Hunter.
I haven't seen that yet.
That one should be one you watch.
It's surprisingly really dark too.
Yeah, it kind of starts off slow, but like, my God, it's so good.
Yeah,
so good. What about you, Ken?
No, it was Killua. I really liked
was.
his character. I really like
Yeah.
how threatening and stoic he was, and then like slowly
Yeah.
starts to kind of like soften just a bit.
Yeah,
But not
just a
too
bit,
much.
just enough to where you really
Yeah.
understand him. I agree.
It's kind of like the
Okay.
archetype for a lot of anime characters, where like they're like the big, the stoic badass who's like really a nice guy at heart or a nice person at heart.
I love that trope.
Tragic
Such a good trope.
backstories.
Tragic backstory. What are your top 10 anime betrayal moments?
I
That's a
can't
lot.
remember shit,
Betrayal
bro.
I
moments.
can't remember
Top
shit
10.
either.
Holy shit.
Betrayal anime moments? Jesus.
I'm trying to think.
Does the light?
I can name one.
Does Light getting betrayed? No.
What
Would
do
you
you- what do
consider
you
that when
think?
Light finds out who Elle is? Is that like a betrayal because they were kind
Wouldn't
of
really say
buddies?
so.
Nah. Yeah. I can't.
When
Go ahead.
reincarnation, Rudy's father.
Oh, dude, that guy's such a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Biggest fucking scumbag dad in anime.
Yep.
Jesus.
And cocky as fuck.
Yeah. What a fucking.
Even
douchebag.
after being caught.
Yeah, after getting caught multiple times. Like he's a fucking shitbag. And then he tried to like pretty much beg Rudy, right? When Rudy like fucking found him again when they all got separated. I was like, dude, you're a fucking shitbag. Like your son was pretty much like by himself traveling alone in like the most dangerous areas. And you're like I think Rudy was what, like he was under 4, he was 14. I'm like, and you're worried about yourself, dude? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like what a douche. I can't think of many. Jesus.
I actually thought of one, and I just reaffirmed it on Google just to make sure. I was like, is that an anime betrayal? Fucking Rachel from Tower of God.
Oh yeah.
Like I talk about this bitch all the time, but I hate her.
That was a good setup, but
stupid. That was a good setup.
Her
like,
stuff was an excellent setup. I don't know if like
garbage.
I think Record of Ragnarok had a pretty good anime betrayal, but it was for like a good cause. Like the main Valkyrie, she's like related to like Hercules and stuff like that. She's best friends with Hercules, and she ends up putting him up against like probably one of the most dangerous humans to fight, and that was Jack the Ripper. And that was like, and like I think she kind of knew that like because of Hercules's, he tries to be as humane and morally like good, ethically good the entire time, that he never stood really a chance in case like Jack just kind of fucking went crazy. Oh shit!
Oh,
he actually left.
Oh no.
Oh no! Well, Jack, you're now two of them.
Yep, I'm now in the middle here.
Jack is now the middle. He is now Jack and Willie Jim.
God damn it, Cup Dog.
Oh, it's perfect. It's fine.
I would say that's the only one that can come to my head.
That is really funny. It's perfectly split too. Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jack, for doing that. What's the next one?
I got you.
Okay, I think we only have 2 more. Tips on developing the skill to have open discussions around the anime community without being toxic. I think it just kind of boils down to learning how to respect that people have different opinions than you do.
Yeah.
Like that goes for anything.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Just the basic golden rule, man.
Yeah,
Treat
like that's
others
just
the way you want to be treated.
Exactly.
And if you don't know anything about it, don't try to talk like you do.
Yeah, like don't try and save face or just say you don't know. There's nothing wrong with ignorance.
Like I'm not afraid to admit that I don't know a lot.
It's
about
really
anime
weird
still.
because I think whenever I've watched other podcasts or listened to other podcasts, watch other like content creators put out stuff, and sometimes I feel like you said, Chibi, to save face, they'll enact this discourse and they'll just be toxic for the sake of being toxic. He has returned, but only as his avatar. And
bring back Cup Dog.
Bring back Cup Dog, you piece of shit. Yeah, he is.
Cup Dog.
How about that?
Hey, Brad, before I go into the toxic Discord thing, can you talk about how you took Taekwondo? And you were a black belt, right? Or purple?
Funny story with that. I was actually recommended black belt.
Oh.
I didn't finish my testing phase. Through WTF, which is the World Taekwondo Federation. Once you hit red belt, there's 5 levels of in between red and black. So it's like half red, half black. There's 5 levels. So basically you have to do a year of testing to become a black belt.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I only made it to like the 3rd level of recommended black belt.
Pretty fucking high.
I think it's my favorite fucking fun fact about Brad was that he took.
I did. Yeah. So I did it. Yeah, I did it for like 9 years. It was due to injuries and playing other sports is the reason why I didn't,
like fully
commit the last like 3 or 4 years.
Plus, like, wasn't like it's expensive too, right? To get your black belt.
It is quite expensive. My entire dad's side of the family basically did it. So me, my stepmom, stepsister, and my dad did it for several years. I was really the only one that committed the full like decade to it. My dad had some health issues, so he did like the sword fighting for a little bit, Haidong Gumdo,
Yep.
which is the Korean sword fighting.
Very cool.
But yeah, that's fun stuff, good stuff.
Nice, dude. Okay, so we're at the last 2 questions.
Yeah.
So I mean, back on the entire how not to be toxic. Like, honest to God, like as Chibi said, just be okay with like not knowing. And be respectful and mindful of people's opinions. Like, let's say someone has a differing opinion from you. Like, if you can take the high ground, I mean, do it, or just ignore it. You know?
Yeah, like just like it sucks to be the better person, but honestly, it's better to be the better
It's like
person.
getting a negative
And
comment.
that should be said for any
I know.
conversation
Yeah,
you get
for
into,
sure.
right?
It's like getting a
Yeah.
negative comment in chat, right? Or like when we get a negative comment on a video. I don't take it personally. I don't really know that person, and I'm not gonna like attack you for it because
Yeah.
you know I don't want to talk you down, or someone else might do it. We've had that happen on a video. But yeah, I think that like it just boils down to not like because like some people do it to troll, but the
Yeah,
issue is like
exactly. They want to get a reaction.
when they troll, they then start to like they take it personally. And then everything becomes like incendiary. So it's like you don't have to act like that. You know, there's no need to like shit's already fucked up as is, right? There's no reason to put any oil or any fuel in that fire. So
yeah, I know my motto for life is just be a good person. Be a good person.
and be
That
wholesome.
stems to everything. Be wholesome. Be down bad, but wholesome. Thank you.
I'll believe that shit.
Oh, okay. This one's mostly me. A chibi and a rye walk into a bar, finish a story, and they shimmy, 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 shimmy.
What's a rye?
It's one of my mods.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
He's
Rye,
Rye's very famous on
Rye's.
TikTok. He's the good vibes guy on TikTok.
okay.
He'll always shimmy.
Yeah.
Like he's like has like 400K followers, I think, or 500K.
Yeah, I love his energy every time he
Yeah,
stops in.
it's all his videos are just like wholesome videos of him shimmying or wishing you a happy day. Like, it's so
Oh
wholesome.
no. I don't need those kind of vibes in my life.
Hate that shit. Let me be negative.
We love Rye. As we just talked about how to be a good person.
So I mean,
It's not me though.
I think. What do you think? Every month we should do like a community Q&A.
Yeah.
Right. Just
I
about.
think so. They're always
like that.
fun.
I think that's good.
I think we should do one every episode and then have an extra episode just of Q&A
Oh my god.
in between each episode.
I mean, that could be like content I could put out, but I'm not doing
I was
that.
gonna say that could be like the shorter videos you post, like the 4 minutes.
I mean, like it depends too. Like if it helps me.
Yes.
Progress. Oh my god. Progress through. I could actually know. I'll probably put the Q&A part of for another video, but that would be like I think I have 2 things planned for like next week. So now that Chibi's here, and I went through Jack, Chibi, I want to do a show match in Rocket League where you and Sneaky take on Jack. So here's the
Down,
deal.
Jack.
Here's the deal.
I have rules against me though.
So we did a show match with Chris in the best of 3. Jack won 23 gift subs, and
Nice.
that video is gonna be out tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
That'll be Thursday for all the fuck people who watch the episode. But what I want to do is essentially, I think if you beat Jack, I'll put 20 gift subs online for Sneaky and Chibi, and then I'll split 10 between you two, and then Jack, I'll give you like 5 for trying. But if Jack, if you win, fucking, I'll give you 10 because it's not fair.
No, that's fine.
You're a high level player. You're pretty high level.
Let me just say, when I tried to play, trying to move the camera was a trial in itself.
So basically, what
This
it
is
was
gonna be funny.
It was going to be a best of 3. So here's how it's going to work.
Okay.
The first game is going to be you guys just playing basic Rocket League, right? So 2v1. The second and third game is going to be you guys are going to have Rumble power-ups, and these power-ups give you a pretty good advantage if you know how to use them. They're pretty. I'm going to make them the I think it's like the conventional one where like it's all attack abilities, Jack, where like in boxing, love that stuff.
Fine.
Jack cannot use his abilities at all. So you do have a really good chance of being able to beat Jack if you two work together.
Okay.
My plan moving forward is to help is to kind of use Jack's platform as like a kind of we can do some fun show matches and fun like community stuff. So I do want to kind of get Chibi involved with that stuff, so you can have your community. And if you want to do like some Apex stuff, I don't know, whatever.
I was gonna say we should do a Valorant one too, because we should do like a game where Jack is really good at, one where like I'm pretty good.
That'd be a pretty good plan to have.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I don't want to do one-on-one duels and like first-person shooters. I don't think that's fair.
I'm trying to think what we could do instead.
Yeah, I mean, we could always have like a
what about third-person shooters?
Handicaps on,
Well, I mean, you could do like a team. You could do like we're all on the same team and then fucking whoever gets most kills, that type of stuff like that. That type of thing.
We could figure it out.
Yeah,
but I have a plan for like Rocket League with Jack because I kind of wanted to get back into
it.
Yeah. Because playing with him was always fun. Yeah, I think that would be a good thing to do. And Jack agreed because I'm giving subs out. Plus, for a good cause, right? You guys are getting, you guys are donated to Extra Life and stuff like that. Damn, let me think what else. So the Resident Evil remake giveaway was good. I gave one person a responded, the other person did not. Jack, I just want to know, do you want to do a giveaway for the Jedi Survivor?
I could do that.
Yeah. Okay. And, yeah.
Nope.
Brad, Final Fantasy 16 is in June, buddy. You're gonna help me with that.
Okay.
I plan on playing that game too.
So you're gonna stream it too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I plan to make like a fucking probably a video on it. Like
maybe the day that I start it, I'll be the day I give it away.
You want to do the day the giveaway? So I mean, because I can make a video like the week prior to have people sign up for it in the comments, and then the day you're on stream. You want to say like, hey, you have to be watching Jack's stream at the time, or
you gotta be there and active.
Okay, so we can do that. So
that's usually how I do the giveaways.
Okay,
it's really the only way I can get it to people.
Yeah,
is if they're.
So we can do that, and then Chibi, if you ever have like something you want to give away to, I can post a video about it. But primary goal is to like do like certain series. So like my thing is like Rocket League bump fights, and then there's a certain series I've started where it's pretty much like do certain video games. Is there sequels, remakes, remasters? That's something I'm working on with like I had Brad and my buddy Chris working on with that. And then I love taking like some of Jack's stream. I want like you know what, Jack, I actually find it kind of, I think it's better when I have like we could take it from your stream, because from your point of view, it makes it look like you're the hero. It really does. When you're playing against Chris in the best of 3, it makes it look like this is a revenge match. It looks so much fun, because I was like, I actually found my footage was saved when I was like spectating. I was like, it's not as interesting when Jack's like the struggle, like when you were struggling in game 2. I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is actually really good. I think we can do that with Chibi too.
Just trying to breathe.
Just trying to breathe, buddy. I mean, dude, it was a lot of gift subs on the line, to be honest. And I know Jack's a competitive player. We saw what happened in Destiny, man. You know.
Yeah,
I got kind of pissed off last night.
Oh wow, what happened? Give me the.
So me and Sneaky were going through a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the end and we finally finish the last mission of campaign. And I'm like, we're all excited because then we get the threads class and all that. And we start using it. And I'm trying to find out who I need to talk to finish the last quest. And I can't find the person, or I can't find the action area. Come to find out, at some point during our campaign run, I didn't talk to somebody for a quest. So from like step 12 through 26 or something like that,
he
was not accounted for.
Oh, dude, it was so tragic, dude. I felt so bad, but I was also laughing.
I was in a moment of like complete defeat. And then,
I would have.
It was the first time I saw Jack like get sad, and I was like, oh, he's really like hurt, man, because I didn't know how far you guys had gone either.
I was so pissed off about it. Go ahead.
Even after the stream, he hopped in our Discord call and he's like, "Sorry, I called you a dickhead during the stream," and I was like, "No, I definitely deserved it."
Because Brad's doing Brad fucking things in stream.
So good.
He's like, at some point, he said, "This is boring." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I would have beat the shit out of you, Brad. I'd have been like, "Fucking bye."
No, here, my words were, "Fuck off."
Yeah,
you are a fucking dickhead. And I was at the time I was like legitimately calling him a dickhead, and
Yeah.
And it was so funny because then
Like,
Brad
from
in
the
chat
heart.
was like, "I apologize for that, but I deserve it." Yeah. Too far? That's like the thing. So I think like
Yeah.
with content
Jesus
on the channel,
Christ.
this is obviously podcast. I am going to clip it, obviously with the Q&A out, but I do want to start like certain series. So I would like help from other people. Whatever you guys want to do, it's
Nope.
fine.
Tell me the dates and I'll be
Well,
there.
I think the Rocket League thing, I do want to try to do it next week because it's payday next week, and I do want to do subs for you guys.
Just give me a
Um,
couple days of notice so I can put it on my calendar.
Jack, do you want to? Should we do like a combined stream or something like that? Can you guys do that? Like we're like, you like
Don't
say,
they
hey,
A
have
guest
like a
thing?
guest
yeah, like
thing?
yeah, like
Yeah, they have a guest
everyone
thing.
tune into fucking Jack's channel for this fucking sweet 2v1 show match against she.
They used to, so once somebody in our group becomes partner, we can create a team, and when you have a team, you can stream with your team.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chibi.
okay. Yeah, Chibi, what the fuck?
I'm not even close, bro.
Yeah.
Chill.
Well, you're the.
One day.
I don't know. I'm assuming you're the closest
Closest, yeah.
out of the four of us. I don't know.
I know it's
Oh no,
stream.
Jack's getting up
By
there.
the way, hey, shout out to Brad. I gave him a sub because he finally streamed.
He doubled my sub count.
He
It was
did it.
nice.
Yeah.
I was like, Brad, here's a sub for you. We do want to. So
You
like the
turned on.
other thing is, like when we do some of these like show matches, we do some of these things. We do want to like highlight certain people in the community. So if people do want, like gift subs or something, right? Fucking here's an incentive. I will absolutely give you like a gift sub or multiple gift subs. Like I always like helping Jack out. It's always really funny because like we like literally you had like 28 I think, and we got you to almost near your goal at the end of it.
Hell yeah.
And Chris helped him because he got him a fucking double tap on accident. And Jack was like, "I'm just trying to stay up as high as I can." It is by far my favorite video to like cut together because I initially wanted Jack to do like previously, and I was like, no, we'll just do like a black and white montage, vintage montage or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I want to do something with Chibi for like Apex.
I'm
Because-
sorry, I'll play it one day off stream.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I
I'll get on there and play Apex with you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you could also jump on Destiny with Jack too.
Oh,
yeah.
God, no, thank
So-
you.
You.
Never.
Next week's episode, we have a guest. Chibi, you don't have to be on this one if you don't want to be. We are bringing on. Oh, I mean, you can swap out
I'm joking.
with
We'll
me or
see.
fucking I don't know. We are bringing on a guest from that Brad knows who is doing tabletop games. Who is a kind of like a nerdy entrepreneur. That's like Brad's words.
Yeah. Sounds about good. He's he's kind of a local hero. He ran the local comic book store for like 10 years, basically
Aw.
from the time I was in middle school through high school, and then COVID kind of shut everything down, brick and mortar. But he took a I'm not gonna say a real job. He took a different job for a while, but then he brought back the brand and turned it more into a publishing company. So he's working on several projects, and I felt like he'd be a cool person to bring in.
Really looking forward to
Just
having the
to
conversation with him.
talking to him.
That's
Because
cool.
I do want to know about like how it goes into how do you secure funding, are you doing crowdsourcing, are you actually getting investors, that type of stuff. I want to know all that type of things.
Like all the nitty gritty.
And then Chibi will come up with the next episode for Down the Rabbit Hole, I assume,
Yes.
because we
I will
are.
be brainstorming.
What are we coming up into? Spring 2023, right? For
Yeah.
anime, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Shit. So maybe
We have a
can,
lot of good.
I don't know what's coming out, honestly. I know that
Really, I know
a
it's
lot of
good
movies
stuff.
coming
I
out,
know Solo
right?
Leveling is coming out in winter 2024.
I know the
Which-
Black Clover movie's coming out
somewhat
in
tragic.
July.
Mm.
That's why I'm trying to watch all 170.
Yeah, and that
fucking
will be
episodes.
I
It's-
think
it's
the
good, though.
start of the continuation of because the manga restarted too, so it should be trying to catch up. A lot of good shit.
Mm.
Um,
I'll do my research.
I'm gonna obviously I'm gonna chop this apart because there's a lot of funny Bofuri conversations. And yeah, watch that anime, please. That's a really good anime.
So good.
Yeah,
I was
it's
very
very good.
impressed. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
would
Hot
recommend
Dog.
it.
So Brad, he had to leave for a moment because his PC crashed while trying to play Cyberpunk at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So Brad, do the
End
exit
off.
thingy.
All right. This has been Down the Rabbit Hole with Chibi Rabbit and us. Have a great evening.
Why is it what the fuck? Bye, everybody.